Okay, welcome back once again. So this part of example is to show you how to actually calculate the gradients given the coordinates. Okay, so let's look at this is page 9 of the booklet. Refer to the figure alongside. Label the coordinates of A, B, C, and D. So the coordinates of A, remember we start with X, then Y. So the coordinates of A is minus 3. Where's A? A is there. So this is minus 4, minus 2. Minus 4, minus 2. This is my mistake. B, minus 2, minus 1. Okay, that's the coordinates of B. X is minus 2, Y minus 1. The coordinates of C, X is 1, Y, coordinates of C, coordinates of C, C is there. X is 2, Y is 1, okay? The coordinates of D, which is that point, X is 4, and Y is 2. Okay, so now let's look at this. So what we have to do is calculate the grid. Let me just do this. So we have labeled the coordinates of A, which is minus 4, minus 2, minus 2, minus 1, 2 and 1, 4 and 2, the coordinates of D. Draw in step between the points A and D and hence calculate the gradient by using rise over run. So let's calculate, what is this saying? For me to move from point A to point D, what must I do? I have to rise how many? 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks, okay? Then across how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this way we have how many blocks? So we have 4 blocks this way, and we have 8 blocks this way. And we know that this is what? This is, we went down, agreed? We went down, and down is negative, and we went this way, which is negative also. Remember, so this is, we went down, negative, and the direction, negative. Then what is our gradient? Our rise is minus 4. Our run is minus 8. So our gradient is a half. So the gradient of this line is a half. Okay, so you can do the same thing. Let's say now we start from point, if you look at this question, can I use point B and C? If you have any 2 points that lies, when you say lies, they are on a line, I can use them to calculate the gradient. So let's use B and C. If I use B and C, so there is B and there is C. Okay, I'm going to rise how many blocks? 1, because I want to get to that point. So it's 1, 2, across, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is minus 2 because we went down, minus 2. That negative direction, how many units? Minus 4. So the gradient using B and C, the gradient is still what? Minus 2 over minus 4, which is actually a half. Same gradient. Doesn't matter. I can use D and C. I'll get the same thing. I can use C and A. You'll get exactly the same gradient. Okay, so now what we have to do now is exercise F. Exercise F, which starts on page 9, is to determine whether the gradient is positive or negative. Calculate the gradient between the points labeled A and B. Then calculate the gradient between the labeled points B and C. So you have to use point A and D to calculate the gradient, and also use B and C to calculate the gradient. Okay, so let's go. You go and do exercise F.